Hey, and welcome to a tutorial for my new 100% lossless melon and pumpkin farm. There we go. As you can see, this time it's hipster. It's a complete redesign, and there's no visible pistons or redstone going off. So it just sits here looking glorious. So let's see how we're going to build this. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to dig a 20 by 5 by 3 deep hole. Let's do that. Magic. And then what we're going to do is we're going to place 16 building blocks starting at this back corner here along the back wall. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I'm going to place a torch on this first block and then redstone all the way along the back here. And then we're going to place torches on here, and they should all be turned off by the redstone on the blocks. There we go, beautiful. Then we're going to hop up here and we're going to place pistons facing up like that, all the way along on top of all of those torches. All the way, and there we go. Done. Excellent. Now what we're going to do is we're going to dig 3 blocks out like that, put some proper blocks in there, and pull a line of blocks all the way along here to this point here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to grab some power rail and regular rail. We're going to pull power rail all the way along here, all the way to this point here, and then we're going to put a regular rail there. Then what we're going to do is we're going to grab a lever. We're going to go from this end here. We're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. On the 8th one, that should power the entire line there of powered rail. Beautiful. Then what we're going to do is next to this block here, we're going to grab some droppers and we're going to shift jump here 1, 2, 3 like that, and then grab a chest and put a chest on top of there. Wonderful. And then what we're going to do is we're going to place a hopper into the bottom of there and another hopper into that first hopper. We're going to grab a building block there, place that like so, and then we're going to place a power rail there. Fantastic. Let's go slap a hopper cart on that rail for right now, and then what we're going to do is we're going to get a repeater. We're going to put that there facing that way and put it to the maximum delay, and we're going to place a block there and a dot of redstone there. Beautiful. So we're nearly done with the redstone. 2 more devices to create. The item elevator, which is fairly simple. We're going to place a block here and a block here. We're going to place a comparator facing there in between those two. We're going to place a repeater facing that way there and that way there. And we're going to put a block on top of there and a block next to there. And then we're going to put redstone here, redstone there, and a block on top of there. So we end up with a dot there and a dot there, and this one here going into the comparator. Awesome. So that should now work as an item elevator. And you'll see stuff goes all the way up to the top. It will leave one object in the middle dropper, but that really doesn't matter with a farm of this type. Fantastic. Okay, so the final thing to do is to build the timer for the whole thing before we cover it up and build the greenhouse up above. So what we're going to do is we're going to dig out a couple of blocks here, place a block there, redstone on top, block in the other corner with redstone on top. I'm going to place comparators facing into those 2 blocks. We're going to get our hoppers back out. I'm going to place 2 hoppers facing into each other like that. I'm going to put a couple of stacks of items on there. I'm going to place a redstone block on top of one of those hoppers. Either one doesn't really matter. I'm going to grab our sticky pistons, just catch the edge of that redstone there, boom, like that, and the edge of that redstone there. Fantastic. Then what we're going to want is any transparent block that you can put redstone on top of. So glowstone will work, so will upside down slabs and upside down stairs. Let's do that. We're going to place 2 of those like that, and a normal solid block there. Redstone along those 3 blocks, a torch on the side of this solid block, and then we're going to grab a repeater. We're going to face it into this block here, and we're going to put it onto the maximum delay. Fantastic. A small point, you can increase the time of this clock safely by putting up to 5 stacks of items in there. 2 is probably the minimum you want to get it to work reliably. Fantastic. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we are going to cover this entire thing with dirt. Before we do that, I'm just going to mark out the ends. So we're going to place 2 blocks of glass here. We're going to go down to the other end and place 2 blocks of glass there. That's just so we don't have to dig around trying to discover things. Fantastic. Okay, so I'm going to stand on here. Obviously in survival you will fill this by hand. I'm going to save time by using a command. Boom, there we go. So imagine I did that by hand. Then what we're going to do is from this chest here, we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, like that, with 4 glass blocks. We're going to knock out this block here. We're going to put a block down below there so that we can put a bucket of water in there. Fantastic. We're going to go to the other end and do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Knock that out. Catch the edge of that rail there, like that, so we get a nice sealed container there. Put a bucket of water in, and that's just to keep the farmland hydrated. And we're going to fill in the rest of that like so. Brilliant. Then what we'll do is we'll grab our hoe, we'll grab our melon or pumpkin seeds. Either will work. Hoe all this ground up, and then place our pumpkin seeds. Awesome. Then what we're going to do, we're very nearly finished. We're going to fill in all the way along here with glass, and then we're going to raise all of these walls up another level like so. And then once we've done that, the part that makes this actually work is to, above this area where the melons or the pumpkins are going to grow, we're going to put glass blocks along here like this. Okay, but not above where the stalks are. Okay, that wants to have an air block above them. Then we're going to just fill in over here, over the top like this, turning it into a sealed greenhouse type thing. Wonderful. And that is it working. I will temporarily increase the tick speed of the world even more, just to make these stalks grow. And be grown. That's enough. And then what should happen is you'll see it harvest. All the items will pop over to the farmland and get picked up by our cart. Sweet. And as you can see, everything's been picked up. I've run this pretty extensively. Theoretically it should work fine, and I have not seen any problems with it missing stuff, as long as we've got this repeater on 3 ticks here going into that back line, so that you get a nice long 3-tick pulse to the pistons. Okay, so that's all we've got time for today. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I hope you find this useful. It's a lot more reliable than my previous design, which ever since 8.1 has become slightly unreliable with the way the carts are set up. So yes, until next time guys, take care of yourselves. Sweet.